Good morning.
Morning.
Hang in there.
Why did they want to hang you?
I reckon my face bothered them. More likely they're pissed off I'm not a hypocritical fucker like they are.
And that's a reason for execution?
Unlike the hypocrites in the League of Lords, I'm not ashamed of what I am.
I know they call you Dry Devil.
Aye, they call me a lot of things, laddie. And that's what rankles the Lords, that I'm getting rich at their expense. And that's some fucking fat loot they stole from the king.
So you're on the king's side?
I'm on the side of whoever pays me, lad. And I'll tell you one thing. I've never gone back on my word. My noble word is my oath. Unlike that of bastards like von Bergau or von Rosenborg.
Have you been at war?
Aye, I fought in Moravia, and I'm still the hetman of the royal city of Znaim. You're just a yokel, so you hardly know what's been going on in the kingdom these last few years.
You're an experienced warrior, so teach me something.
Not a damn thing, lad. Not unless you pay me well. But first, bring me some good wine.
All right, here you go.
Good lad. Now, what do you want to know?
I need to get better at defending myself with a polearm.
That weapon's not worth shite. Well, except in a few cases when it's saved my skin. All right then. I'll show you a few devilish tricks.
I'd like to learn from a master.
Where's that wine? Nor should I write it down in your diary so you'll remember it.
Again?
Always!
All right, here you go.
Ready. What is it you want then?
You can ride a horse as well as a hay wagon, I expect.
You snot-nosed brat! You're the one that shakes like a whore in the saddle. All right then. I'll show you a few devilish tricks.
I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
Well, why not? And since it's you, I'll show it to you twice so you'll understand it. I've seen you fight, and you could be a bit more direct, my friend. Just forget about what it looks like, you get me? I'll show you how to take out your opponent without slitting him open from his neck to his arse. What do you say?
That sounds good. Teach me that.
Aye, I can see you like long swords too, eh? So listen, the trick is about speed and surprise. After stabbing with the sword, you immediately turn it around, and while sliding, you strike the sword's pommel forward. If you do it fast enough, the opponent won't have time to move, and you'll hit him right between the eyes. And now, come and try it a few times. Good. You could be bloody damn good, if you don't get killed first.
Let's fight.
You want the rough stuff? Or should I be gentle with you? Yeah. Practice or real weapons, I mean?
I just want to practice.
And what will you fight with?
I want a longsword.
And what weapon do you want me to batter you with?
You take a mace.
Got it. Ready to fight?
Let's get on with it.
This is getting boring. You tell me when I can attack. You won't get me! You shot yourself! I can smell it from here! Too slow!
Enough. Let's give it a rest.
Had enough? Well, shall we try something else?
Now let's have a go with real weapons.
All right. How many opponents do you have in mind?
You'll be enough for me.
On guard! Prepare for a thrashing. Oh, well done, Henry. I give up. But I'd like a rematch to see if it was luck or not.
I'll be happy to beat you a second time.
Oh, not today. How about going for an ale instead?
Let's fight.
Do I look like I have to drop back?
Huh?
Come here.
All right. What is it you need?
I said come here. I want to talk to you. Give me your money. And no funny stuff. Now.
I have no money. I spent what I had on this potion. The alchemist who sold it to me swore it was for all sorts of ailments and afflictions. It'll also guarantee that I'll have women flocking to me every day for a month, or until I drink a duckweed concoction. To make it more potent, he gathered the herbs from a battlefield where blackamoors had fought. But it had to be during the summer solstice, mind you. He also added the hair of a 2-day-old pup. 3 nights he stirred it facing the cauldron from the north, and 3 nights from the south.
Give it here.
But I spent all I had on it. Have mercy.
I'm telling you, hand over that potion.
All right. It's here somewhere. Here.
Ah, today's my lucky day. Now fuck off before I change my mind. A good hole that was.
Quick!
Clear off. Fuck up. To hell with you.
You can't take me!
We'll see about that.
You fight like an old hag!
can't stand up to this! Christ! I'm bleeding! Christ! I'm bleeding! Ah!
Dick! Christ! You've really done my back in.
What's going on here? Look at me, over here like a fool. Hey, good man! I need to speak with you. Hey!
What are you doing hanging around here, old man? Are you alright?
Not entirely. I'm Sejezek of Holohlavie.
And I'm Henry.
Well, Henry, I'm terribly sorry, but this is an ambush.
What?
Please don't make it harder for me than it already is, and surrender nicely. I don't want to hurt you.
Hold on. Maybe we can do this without anyone getting robbed. Can we talk this through?
Make it quick, though. My life is slipping away, and the sooner this unpleasantness ends, the better.
What kind of peculiar robber are you?
Robber? How dare you insult me so?
What else should I call you?
I am a man of honor. Only I've been a bit down on my luck recently.
So it seems. Even this ambush isn't working out too well for you. What you were shouting at me sounded more like rather rude begging for alms.
And what was I supposed to say?
How should I know? You shouldn't be robbing in the first place.
But I need money.
Well, why not get it honourably? You're a knight. Can't you go and fight somewhere or find someone to protect?
I'd have to get my horse and armor back first. Without them, I'm useless as a knight.
Someone stole your horse and gear. How?
It's a long story.
No matter. I have time enough.
I made my living through honourable service. Most recently as a mercenary in King Sigismund's service.
How could you fight for Sigismund? After all that foreign dog did here?
Petsunia non olet, my friend. You know the saying, money doesn't stink, at least up to a certain point. Our unit was tasked with requisition supplies in Betschwar. That's a village not far from here. Zavish of Garbov, my commander, said the people were starting to cheat the army on supplies, so we were to reweigh and recount everything. And he was right. They were slipping sand into the flour sacks, and they were playing dumb about it. Zavish lost it, and the requisitioning turned into plundering.
I get that soldiers have to eat too, but that's disgusting.
You're absolutely right. Besides, if they gave us as much as they were ordered to, they'd barely survive. I went to Zavish to stop it. What's chivalrous about plundering and killing innocents? In the end, I challenged him to a duel. We wagered our honor, our armor, and our horses.
And you lost it all.
And with it, my place in the army.
Why did you wager everything in the first place? Is it some kind of knightly tradition?
Not always. It's a gesture to show that you really will defend your point of view at all costs.
It was noble of you to stand up for the common folk.
Perhaps. But you see the result. No good deed goes unpunished. Now, I'm trying to get enough coin to get my things back, and you seemed like a skilled fighter. That's why I chose you. If I must do something so despicable as robbing people, then at least they should be capable of defending themselves.
And how much money do you actually need?
Heaven knows. In truth, I don't know if Zavish will speak to me at all, but I have to at least try.
What if I tried to help you? I'll go to your commander and try to convince him to give it all back.
You'd do that for me?
Ah, I offered, didn't I? So, where can I find this man?
In Sigismund's camp. His name is Zavish of Garbov. He has a black eagle and 3 yellow stones on his coat of arms. He's got a rather inconspicuous tent above the camp kitchen. Hopefully you'll find it.
And how will I recognize your things? Is your coat of arms on them?
Of course, on my cuirass and on the caparison of my horse Gringolet. It's the same as I have on my shield here. A black raven with a ring in its beak on a yellow ground. If you get my things back from Zavish, come and see me in the tavern in Pshitok. They let me sleep in the hay there.
Tell me something about yourself. Where are you from?
Holohlavi. It's a village near Hradec. My family's been there for 4 generations.
I've never been there.
It doesn't matter. I haven't set foot there for a good 40 years.
That long? How come?
I'd rather not get into it.
Look, everyone's been through something they'd rather not talk about. I'm not going to judge you.
You wouldn't understand anyway.
Well, now I'm really in the mood to help you.
Sorry, Actually, it's stupid. I had a disagreement with my brother.
And? That's it?
See? You don't understand. Otmar is older, so when my father died, he took over the running of the fortress and the village.
Older than you? My word. Sorry. So, you argued about the inheritance?
No, I was just a boy then, and I wasn't much interested in such things. Otmar wanted me to be chaplain of the church in Holohlavi. But that wouldn't have been the life for me. Ever since I heard the stories of King Arthur as a child, I knew I'd be a knight.
You are one now, though, aren't you?
I don't mean by title. I'm talking about battles and tournaments and romance. Anyway, I soon abandoned my studies and began getting summer with a sword in my hand.
I completely understand you. Your brother shouldn't have forced you into something you didn't want.
You really don't know how it works in noble families, do you? Otmar needed to secure his position because the church owns a lot of land in Holohlavi. He didn't care about me at all. But no matter, I'm happier like this anyway. Or at least I used to be. Otmar gave me the armor and the horse. Would you believe it?
Really? Why would he do that?
After I ran away, I struggled and rarely had 2 groschen to rub together. Otmar found out about it and tracked me down. I was afraid that he would drag me home and force me to go back to my studies. But instead, he gave me armor and his best horse and told me to go and be a knight if I must, but not to return home.
You'd rather rob wayfarers than return home? That must have been a damn serious parting of ways.
Even if I could return home, how would that turn out? I've accomplished nothing with my life, and I even lost everything Otmar gave me. So what else is there for me to do? I can't do anything but fight. And I can't even do that like I used to.
And don't you ever miss your brother?
After all these years, more and more, who knows if he's even still alive?
Don't worry. You'll get your things back.
Thank you.
I'm sure you'll see your brother again.
wound. Mind where you're going.
Go!
Greetings. Ka!
Stop! Come here! Stop! And strip everything off. No funny stuff.
I'm not just gonna stand here and let you rob me.
You're not? Tough shit! You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit! Fucking hell! Useless!
Pay me, you prick. You owe me.
Are you deaf? I'm not giving you a 10.
Don't fuck with me, you whore son.
Even if I did owe you, my pockets are empty.
You don't have the coin? All right, bastard.
Greetings to you.
You're a dead man.
What do you need, man?
What's new around here, innkeeper?
Well, if there was some...
What do you...
I'd like to do some... Well, Aye.
Why did you...
Excuse me?
Who's that madman?
This is unbelievable.
I'll be done with you in a flash.
useless.
Filthy vermin.
Come on, then.
How terrible!
No, you don't. No chance.
Fucking bastard!
You'll kick the bucket, you shit. You'll be fucking sorry.
Who's that madman?
Ain't had enough yet.
You should be more careful next time. Greetings to you.
Treadlight told me what happened here the other day.
Don't remind me of that. I've never seen a girl so badly beaten in my life. She's very lucky she survived. A plague on him.
Don't worry. He got what he deserved. Me. Not the plague, I mean.
So, he's gone.
Aye. Your girls can rest easy now.
Really? Me and my girls are eternally grateful.
Don't even mention it.
But I will. And we know how to be grateful. From now on, you will get a nice discount.
I need a bath.
What'll it be this time, Henry?
Tend to my wounds, prepare me a bath, and wash my clothes, please.
Excellent. Pay up, and we can get started.
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly. No problem.
What would you say to this?
That's more like it. Just a bit more, and we can shake hands. Great. My girls will take good care of you, Henry.
All clean and bandaged up, friend. I hope next time you'll want me to do more than just wash your back.
Your hand cannons have done us more harm than good.
But we shot that mare beautifully. The devil himself couldn't have aimed any better, and he's skilled with hand cannons.
How do you know Zizka?
I think I know him from the ambush near Prague.
Who did you ambush?
His men actually ambushed us. Actually, the outcome was quite similar. They jumped us at a bend. Before we knew it, blood was spilled. They killed our whole band. I was the only one to survive.
Just you? How so?
I was so fucked up that as I cocked my crossbow, the bowstring broke off and slashed my hands.
And you still have both of them?
Saint Bibiana must have been watching over me. My gloves came off, revealing bloody gashes on my palms, like Christ himself. I reckon they had fun watching me jump around, curse and flail my arms. So they kept me. I kept that bloody bowstring for luck.
How long have you been a warrior?
I was supposed to be a carpenter, but the job wasn't for me. Most of the time I couldn't even hit the chisel with my mallet. Then I lost my master's money playing dice, so I had to run away. Then I came across a group of mercenaries, and they hired me. Once I got a taste of money, I chose to stay. So, it's been a while now.
Who taught you how to fight?
No one. I was absolutely awful. But I could drink their command under the table. So they let me stay with them. I learned the rest as I went along.
That commander, was it the devil?
No. I only met the devil later, with another band. I've been through several. Once they stop paying, or you run out of things to steal, it's best to go and try your luck elsewhere.
That's exactly what happened when they captured the devil, isn't it? The band broke up.
More or less, but I think he understands. You see? That's mercenary honor.
What honor?
Exactly. There is none.
Why were you the only one of your band who tried to save the devil?
I don't think I could sleep easy if they actually executed that old bastard. Fuck, I know the devil better than I know my own old man. And he still owes me groschen from our last raid. And I take that seriously.
It'd be a shame if something happened.
How did you meet Dry Devil?
For the first time? Not in the best of circumstances, that's for sure. A few years ago, my company was attacked near Olomouc, and he spared nobody except for my noble master.
Wait, what was that about?
We were fighting for Margrave Jobst, and he for his brother Prokop.
Why did he let you live?
Because I shot and killed 2 of his men, and crippled 3 others, before he bashed me over the head.
And he just let you go?
Not a chance. I woke tied up with a splitting headache. Dry Devil was all fired up, betting with his men that they'd boost me up.
And what was the catch?
That fucker took me to the ramparts and said that if I piss and hit the ale pitcher down below, he'd let me go. Otherwise, he'd try to hit the ale pitcher with me. The prick.
Wow. You're quite the sharpshooter, Kubyanka.
You bet I fucking am. But you don't know shit about it.
Teach me something, then. I'll happily pay for it.
It'll take some time. But for a few groschen, I'll teach you whatever you want.
I saw you shoot. You're bloody fast. I don't get it. What's your secret?
Aye, that's easy to learn. It's just a little trick. And then years of practice.
Show me, then.
All right. Let's get started, then.
I reckon that's it.
I'd like to learn a few tricks.
It'll take some time. But throw in a bit of coin, and I'll teach you whatever you want.
Earlier, you mentioned a bunch of peasants taking up arms against Sigismund.
Aye. A bunch of villagers. But they might be onto something.
How are they trying to fight Sigismund?
Do not imagine anything too grand. Mostly they are just trying to survive. Some time ago, they raided a supply caravan heading to Sigismund's camp. Then the very same supplies turned up with the hungry families in Miskovitz. They are doing a good job. But if they keep stepping on Sigismund's toes like that, he will go after them. And soon.
We could use a band like that.
I agree. But Siska was against it. You saw it yourself. I promised I would not look for them.
So, what are we gonna do?
Well, I'm not going to break my word. But you did not make any such promise, did you?
Do you know where to look for them?
From what I know, they mostly hang around Miskovitz. It seems they use a secret password to recognize their own.
Password? What password?
Fuck, what was it? Ah, I remember. The fox is in the henhouse.
How did you learn their secret password?
When Dry Devil's band broke up, I was looking for a company to join. Then this one time at a tavern, there was this scrawny, drunken loudmouth going on about the peasants' revolt and shouting out the password for all to hear. Some old woman from Miskovitz slapped that lad so hard his chin hit the table.
Right, so I'm supposed to look for a scrawny, drunken loudmouth.
We have plenty of those already. I reckon you ought to talk to the old crone. I have a feeling she might be the way to get to that. Try telling her the password and see what happens.
All right. I hope I won't get slapped too.
You lead a dangerous life, sir.
You said you were going to tell me more about the Devil's former band.
Has the lost Liechtenstein surfaced yet?
Well, not yet. I'm working on it.
Why do you care about the Devil's Pack, then?
Well, maybe I'll run into them somewhere. It wouldn't be a bad idea to know a bit about them.
Anyway, Only a few fellas out of the whole glorious pack survived the shitstorm, and it's not certain they are still alive. As far as I know, Matthew, Bahuta, Raniak, Janos, and Eder survive. I only know where to find Bahuta. And maybe Matthew. But who knows?
Tell me about Bahuta first. Who is he, anyway?
Well, Bahuta, he was always in trouble. Angry as a dog and covered in bruises. He and his brother could drink all the beer in the inn. Just the two of them. Then they would make a terrible ruckus.
It sounds like you three would get along well. But you said his brother was dead.
Yes, he died right before Bahuta's eyes. Not pretty. Bahuta has been acting weird ever since. He dropped everything overnight and turned to prayer. As if he was scared of being next in line.
Did you ever see him again after they caught the devil?
Yeah, but there was no reasoning with him.
Do you think it'll be different now?
Look, I don't know. Maybe when he hears the devil's back, he will come to his senses. But I doubt it.
Where can I find Bahuta?
At the rectory in Grunt. He helps out with the church.
I'll go over there and try to talk him into it. There's no harm in trying.
But be careful. Bahuta was never far from giving someone a beating. Maybe he's still got that in him. It was Slavic who kept him from ending up on the gallows because of the fight. Oh, but he's already with the Lord.
Now tell me something about this Matthew fella. Someone with a name like that surely can't be all bad.
The name may be pretty, but he's as ugly as sin. You better not stare at him too much. It is not good for your stomach. He's also a damn willy bastard. People say he likes to rob on trade routes, telling his victims he's collecting tax for the king.
If he's so crooked, why did you take him into your band in the first place?
Nasty characters are more suited to our line of work. It is much harder to convince good people to do bad things.
What about me? Am I not a good person?
Well, that's true. I hope you're not a spy who will rat us all out to Sigismund.
And where do I find him?
I hear there is someone robbing merchants on the roads near Miskovitz. That would be fitting for him. Maybe the bailiff can tell you more. It's practically happening in his yard.
What about the rest of the band? You mentioned more than one person.
Of course. That leaves Janos, Ada and Raniak. I don't know where they are, but I can tell you about them.
Who is this Adder? What kind of nickname is that, anyway?
Oh, that's easy. He's called Ada because he can't keep his snake in his breeches. Oh, he's Polish. He does not speak our tongue, so only Janos can speak to him, really. But otherwise, he's a fucking hilarious. And when shit gets tough, he can really handle it.
How am I supposed to communicate with Adder? I don't speak a word of Polish.
Yes, you do. We all say kurwa. You must use your hands and feet for the rest. I always manage, and so will you.
Do you know where he could be?
I have no idea. But if you find Janos, Ada will be nearby. The two of them are practically inseparable.
Tell me more about this Raniak.
Raniak has a great aim. Slightly better than me, even. Oh, and that bow of his, I tell you, is a masterpiece. That is how you will know it is him.
How did he get that bow?
How do you think? He won it playing dice. But that was the first and last time he ever won anything. If anyone is really unlucky, it is him. But he would not stop if you were to cut off his hands.
Did you ever see him again after the devil was captured?
Oh, just once. He wanted me to lend him money. He did not have any to bet with. Oh, but I was skinned and looking for a way to get the devil out of jail. Either way, I told him to fuck off, and he listened to me.
Do you have any idea how I could find him?
Oh, I don't know anything about him. Try asking around at inns where they play dice. It is possible he lost his hose in one of them.
Tell me about this Janos.
Janos? He's from Hungary. He speaks like a Tatar, but at least you can understand him a little, unlike Ada.
And how did he get here? Did he defect from Sigismund?
Not at all. He did something back home, had the gallows waiting for him, so he fled to Moravia. He was having the time of his life until recently. Wine, women, and song. But now he has problems because people take him for a human. But if you knew how he can cook, give him a dead rat and half a carrot, and he will cook you a 3-course dinner.
I'm already liking this Janos. I think we'll get along well.
Janos? Why?
I like good food too. Life is always better with a full stomach.
You two will surely get along then. Janos has seen a lot of the world, tasted everything. If you let him, he will talk about it all day long.
How can I recognize this Janos?
Like I said, he looks a bit like a human. He speaks almost like we do, but in a queer way. Where you talk to him, you will definitely notice it.
Thanks. I'll go and look for them.
They may sound like a bunch of morons as I tell it, but they will be damn useful to us. Good luck!
Dangerous life, sir. Be careful out there. It'd be a shame. I reckon that's it. Take care of yourself out there, friend.
You've no business here. I never want to see you here again without permission.
Let's talk about the...
Well, aye, you're convinced. I was glad. Be of help. You good, sir?
There. All clean and bandaged up, friend.
Good evening.
How are things, Captain?
Tell me now, what did you get all spruced up for?
Well, you know, if you want to cut a deal with someone, it's best not to get up their nose too much.
God be with you.
What's new?
Well, if there was...
I'd like to learn from a master.
You got that wine for me?
All right. Here you go.
Good lad. Now, what do you want to know?
I want to see what you can do with a mace.
Ha ha! Good choice. It's better than a sword when you're up close. All right then. I'll show you a few devilish tricks.
Greetings.
And what can I get for you?
Oh, excuse me.
Car! Car!
Whoa.
Got a moment?
What are you doing here?
What does it look like? Resting. I've been lugging these sacks for ages now, so I decided to take a load off. But I can tell you, it ain't too comfortable here.
I was afraid you were dead. Whenever I see someone lying by the road, it usually ends up being trouble.
Don't worry, I'm fine. You never just lay down under a tree.
Ah, of course I have. But to tell you the truth, it's not always the safest option. This one time, I laid down in a meadow, and some bastards stole my boots.
That's what you get for sleeping like a log, lad. You make it easy for the thieves. I'm a light sleeper. Ain't nobody taking my old boots.
Look, you know you have something sticking out of your forehead, right? It looks a bit like a horn.
A horn? Nobody's called it that yet.
What is it, then?
It's an arrow. Well, what's left of it, that is. A metal arrowhead and a bit of a wooden shaft. It used to be longer, but I broke it off after I nearly took a wench's eye out with it.
Ah. Now, I heard of a bloke who took an arrow to the knee.
Ha! To the knee? That's nothing. You could go dancing the next day with a scratch like that. But have you ever heard of anyone who took one to the head and lived to tell the tale?
I can't say I have.
Well, you have now. If it was an ordinary arrow, I'd be pushing up daisies. But it ain't the slightest bit ordinary.
And what's so extraordinary about it?
One thing that's extraordinary is we hardly know each other, yet you keep asking questions. How about you tell me who you are first? Talking to strangers ain't the safest these days.
I'm Henry, the son of a blacksmith from Skalitz.
Oh, fuck. I heard about Skalitz. I heard it was real bad.
That it was.
Well, at least you got out in one piece. Look, the name's Carl. Folk call me Carl Arrowhead. On account of, well, you know.
How come the arrow didn't kill you then?
Because it ain't no ordinary arrow.
You said that already.
Thing is, it's a magic arrow.
Yeah, right.
You don't believe me, do you? Sometimes I get mixed up in, let's say, some confrontation. And sometimes things get a bit dicey. I was always getting beaten up, wounded, battered. But ever since I had this arrow in my noggin, not a damn thing. No wounds, no bruises. Nobody can hurt me. They haven't a chance.
Well, that could very well be a coincidence. You're just lucky.
It ain't no coincidence. It's a gift from God. This arrow here blessed me.
Doesn't it hurt? Looks like a nasty wound.
Look, when God blesses you, you accept it for what it is.
So does it hurt?
Hurts like hell. And it fucked my eyesight up a bit. But that don't matter. It's still a gift from God.
Why do you think God chose you to be blessed? What did he do to deserve it?
Well, I suppose all them good things what I did in my life. I take care of my people. I'm a good person is all. I reckon God's pleased with me.
Do you think it could be taken out? Can I touch it?
If you touch it, I'll rip off both your arms, shove them up your arse, and make you clap.
Easy! Easy now! I was just asking. No need to get upset. You're worried I'd get the magic too, eh?
No, I'm worried that you wouldn't march and step, and I wouldn't like that.
I understand. You're simply undefeatable.
Exactly, lad. A whole year without a scratch. A whole year. And me and my lads got ourselves into some dodgy situations, I'll tell you that. But enough chat. I've got to get back to the camp. I've got a proposition for you. You lug one of them sacks here for me, and we can talk some more along the way. What do you say?
And what's in it for me? Will I get a reward?
You youngsters is all the same. You should help your neighbour without wanting nothing in return. Like a proper Christian, eh?
True. But good deeds won't buy me an ale at the tavern.
All right, then. If you help him with the sack, I'll throw a few groschen for beer your way.
What's in these sacks, anyway?
Just stuff what folk leave lying around unattended. These days, everyone locks up their cottages, sties, coops, and who knows what else. They keep their valuables in their chests. Folk are plenty nervous. And then they go and leave a couple of sacks of charcoal lying around outside. And when you see something lying around, it'd be a sin to let it get rained on, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's true. Wet charcoal doesn't burn very well. Good thing you took it. And what are you going to do with this charcoal?
What do you mean? It's charcoal. It always comes in handy. So, will you help me?
Well, can't let you lug them all on your own.
Glad to hear it. Them sacks are heavy as fuck, but I couldn't just leave them behind. Man can be invincible, and blessed by God, but 2 sacks of charcoal is still 2 sacks of charcoal.
How can you be so sure you can't get hurt? Maybe you were just incredibly lucky up until now.
The answer's easy. I just know. When I got hit with this here arrow, I was out of it for 3 days. I just lay there for 3 days. Everyone thought I was dead, but I kept on breathing. I had this vision of someone. He had this glow around him. He must have been a saint. He spoke to me. Real kind-like. On the 3rd day, I woke up, just like Jesus. And I knew everything was different. That I was a changed man, and there was no turning back.
If the arrow is a gift from God, do you think he doesn't mind that you steal?
I made my living this way long before it happened. The arrow could have killed me then, but it didn't. He knows very well I've got no choice. I do what I have to survive. I take care of my men, every last one of them. I can't let them starve to death, and our good Lord knows that. That's why he leaves us be. With this arrow, he sent us a bit of his grace, and our lives are just a little bit better because of it.
Well, God does all sorts of things. Maybe the invincible Carol with his arrow is all just part of his plan.
Exactly. Just like he sent you to help me with the sack. And don't worry, we're almost there now.
No, you like him from that band over in Midlovar?
I dropped that sack over there, but... Look here. Don't you mind just leading me right into your camp? What if I let slip that you lot are here?
Why would you do that? You wouldn't get any reward for this band of nobodies anyway.
I suppose not.
Thanks for the help, lad. I'm glad you happened by and stopped to talk to me. Not everyone is willing to help. It's a rare sight these days.
I'm glad to be of help.
Here's some ale money. And I wish you good luck in these wild times. May God's favor be with you. But now, you should get going. The fellas get nervous when there's strangers around. The Lord be with you.
You have a nice camp. What's life like here?
And who the fuck are you to care so much?
I'm Henry.
What are you doing here, Henry? You didn't choose the best place for a stroll.
Don't worry. I was just about to leave. I helped Carol, the fellow with the arrow in his head. I helped him carry a sack here.
Of course you did. Just more shit we don't need. Our Carol loves to steal things you can't eat or drink. Worthless shite.
I think there was coal in that sack. At least you'll be warm when winter comes.
Haha. I hope we'll be long gone before winter comes, and some lumps of coal won't be worth shite.
What about Carol's invincibility? That can't possibly be true, is it?
I see he's been running his mouth again.
He mentioned it.
He likes to mention it. Just by the by. But it's true. He used to be a walking disaster. Always sick, injured all the time. But then that arrow hit him, and it changed him. It was some kind of magic. Nobody can beat him, and it saved our skins a few times. Thank God. You could say, without Carol and the magic of that arrow of his, we'd all have been dead long ago.
What's life like here in the forest?
What kind of fucking question is that? What do you think life's like in a fucking forest? Life's shite for all the people you see here.
Is it really that bad?
Well, we're not exactly starving, but it's definitely no fucking feast. Carol is like some fucking priest. He's always saying, we don't need much, that we mustn't be greedy. So we're not greedy, and we don't have much. That's the final score. But, hey, what can you do? All of a sudden, he's the boss. And you have to listen to the boss.
Come here. Heel. Free. Mott. Free.
You see? Or I'm still poor as a church mouse. Life's unfair. And that's all there is to it.
Greetings. What brings you here so early in the morning?
So, how's your work coming along?
What's it to you? Get lost before I pull your tongue out with a pair of tongs.
Kiss my arse.
Take care, sir.
Oh well.
God grant you health. Oh, you booge.
Sacre.
I wish you a pleasant morning.
How's life been treating you, innkeeper?
Fine, thanks for asking. The foundry workers are always mighty thirsty in the evening after slaving away at those hot furnaces all day long. They drink so much ale, I can hardly keep up with bringing it over.
So?
So, I can't really complain. I'm not the type of innkeeper to get an inn only to complain about it being full.
What's life like here? Is there anything new?
We live the best we can. The silver works are operating at full capacity, and the stables are doing well too, from what I've heard. If only those Hungarian bastards would fuck off already. That reminds me. Do you need a horse by any chance? Our Hannah is the local expert. I'm sure she'd be happy to help you.
What's new around here?
Well, Zadmira Blacksmith had one too many a while back, and told me some curious things. His wife was having an affair with Tomlin Brutons from Horsham, but then she sent her Zadmir to rough Tomlin up. I've no idea how things are between them. Strange thing is, Zadmir's a big fella, but Tomlin still beat the shit out of him. Don't mention it to Zadmir though. He was all upset about it. But you could ask Kona, his wife. You might find out what's really going on there. And I also know Zadmir the blacksmith finally got himself a new apprentice. He was cursing for ages that he couldn't find anyone who could hold a hammer properly. Maybe he'll be satisfied now. I also heard there are some disputes among the miners. I don't know what it's about, but I heard it has something to do with their traditional archery contest. If you're interested, go and see the foreman Vlak in the Black Horse Tavern. And that's about it.
Interesting news. Thank you, innkeeper. What's new around here?
Nothing much, really. If you're looking for a job, try your luck elsewhere.
Can I spend the night here?
I don't know. This isn't an inn.
I'll pay you well if you let me spend the night here every now and then.
Forgive me, sir. Unless you want to sleep on the hay.
That doesn't matter. I'd even be happy to pay for that bed of hay. Let's agree on a price.
Thank you. And a good night to you, sir.
Where can I spend the night?
You can sleep above the shed. There's a ladder leading up there, and there's more than enough room.
What's new?
Nothing much if you're looking... Farewell.
Did you hear about what the bailiff is planning?
No, I don't care for gossip.
Nor do I, but this is important.
I'm not interested.
But this is about money.
What? Go on then.
He wants to fleece us again.
Damn it, that's just what we need.
Exactly.
We'll have to talk to others.
See you next time.
Take care. Greetings.
Stranger, well, time's much too precious to waste on a poor woman's distress.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Good morning.
How's it going here in Grund? Anything new?
Well, nothing much, I fear. Day after day after day, things remain the same. Which is a good thing, actually. If you're looking for work.
I need to get my horse scrubbed down and its tack cleaned.
As you wish, but it will take some time.
What if I offered you this much? It's just a horse washing after all.
That works for me. Why not?
Here you go then.
Now then, where is this beauty of yours? All finished. Those hooves gave me a hard time.
I'd like to buy a horse. Are you in charge of the local stables?
Aye, but they don't belong to me anymore. When my old man died, I had to sell them. Volkmar's in charge here, and all he cares about is that the horses pull well and that he has his coin for booze. So if you've got serious business, talk to me alone. Got that? Don't give anything to Volkmar. You might as well hand your coin straight to the innkeeper.
I already have a horse. What will happen to it?
I'll take a look at it and take its value off the price of the new one. I'm sure we'll find some use for him. And if you have a good, strong specimen, well, you might even make a bit of coin out of it. Aye, we have some fine horses here. But I wouldn't choose one just by its colour. They're in the pasture out back. Did you see him?
I haven't looked at them. What good would that do me?
If you got closer, you could have seen how brave they are, how quick, how strong. Compare them to your own steed. The price depends on what they have in the way of brains and brawn. Do you want to go and take a look at them?
I suppose I ought to.
If you don't provoke them too much, they won't run off.
Good day to you.
Greetings to you.
Quick! Praised be Jesus Christ.
Now and forever.
Excuse me. Are you Behuta by any chance?
That's right, I am. If you're here to right old wrongs, be my guest. God knows I deserve it.
I don't need to right any wrongs. The devil sent me to see if you would rejoin his band.
He is free, and he still hasn't learned. Anyway, tell him I'm definitely not going back to that life.
Why don't you want to go back?
I want to reform myself, to redeem myself before the Lord God, and to earn his absolution. There is no way to do that if I am with the devil.
I'd like to find the rest of the devil's pack. Do you know anything about any of them?
Just Ranyek. It has been a few days since he was here.
What did he want from you?
He was begging me for some coin. He said he had a game in Pshitoki, and that he would definitely win this time. As always.
Ranyek still hasn't given up dice, eh?
That fella will never learn, and he's already lost everything. He won a really nice bow once, and he's had nothing but bad luck ever since.
Do you know where I could find him now?
Last time he told me he had a game arranged in Pshitoki. Maybe he's still there.
Thanks. Hopefully I'll find him there. I'll be on my way. I probably won't convince you anyway.
Hold on. While you're here, we can pray for the devil's soul together. God knows he needs it badly.
We can. Though I don't know if it'll help anything.
Every soul can be reformed if it so desires and sincerely repents of its sins. Look at me. I used to kill, drink, spend nights with whores, but I learned that it was the wrong way, and now I'm trying to make amends.
Why all of a sudden?
Come pray with me and I'll tell you. Hey, how did you get involved with the devil anyway?
By accident. It was thanks to Jan Žižka.
So, you know Žižka too. Where from?
It's a long story. But if you came to the Devil's Den, I'll tell you all about it over a beer.
Nice try, lad, but I'm staying away from the drink. It's just not worth it. What do you think of the devil anyway?
He's a little quirky, but he's a good man deep down.
Ha! A good man. I wonder what you'll say when you see what he's really capable of. To him, a human life is only worth what someone is willing to pay for it.
Where did you say you wanted to pray?
Right here. At my brother's grave.
Is that Slavek's grave?
You know my brother's name?
Aye. Kubienka told me about you both.
Aye. We were in the band together, but the priest was kind enough to let me bury him here.
Was that important to you?
It was. When Slavek was killed and the band broke up, I didn't know what to do. Father Havel put a roof over my head and showed me a completely different life than I had known before then. Together with my brother, I buried my past here and vowed over his grave that I would never harm another living soul.
This is where you want to pray for the devil?
Here is where I found reconciliation and peace of mind. Where else should I pray for the devil to find his own?
Why did you decide to leave everything behind and start a new life here?
Because of my brother. I was with him in his last moments. He was completely overcome with horror. I never thought he could be so scared.
But you must have been used to seeing death.
He did not fear death, but what comes next. He knew the kind of life he had led and everything he was responsible for. Now he's paying for it. It may be foolish, But I believe that if I reform myself before the Lord God, he might forgive Slavic too.
Don't you want to help the devil?
That's not up to me. He has to help himself. I can only pray for him.
Too bad. I was hoping I could convince you. So was the devil.
I thought you said you wanted to pray for the devil.
Oh. Aye, all right. Let's pray for him together then.
Yes, that would be best. Aye, but it's Latin, so listen carefully and repeat after me. Pater Noster, qui isn't careless, sanctify cater, or no man's tomb. Adventure ad rectum to whom, fet voluminous to her, seek it, inhale it, enter her. Your turn now.
Right. Who taught you that?
I did. I can't read, but I learned it by listening to the priest.
You're saying it wrong. Listen. It goes like this. Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Adveniat regnum tuum. Fiat voluntas tua. Sicut in cielo et in terra.
All right, I know the rest. Panem most room. Quote, idi.
Panem nostrum quotidianum da nobis hodie, et dimite nobis debita nostra, sicut et nos dimitimus debitoribus nostris, et ne nos inducas in tentationem, sed libera nos a malo.
Amen. I know it too. That's all I can do for the devil, so you'd better get going now, eh? What the? Where are you? God bless you.
God be with you. What do you need?
How is life in Grund, Father?
There is divine peace here. It's probably because we're far enough away from the hustle and bustle of the city. The locals are hard-working, and they come faithfully to Mass and to confession. I couldn't wish for a better parish.
I'm glad to hear it.
Aye, aye, sometimes someone gets into a scrap in the tavern. But I reckon that happens everywhere. It might actually be a good thing.
I'd like to atone for my sins, Father.
Son, your actions are truly despicable. You must go on a pilgrimage and repent.
I'm ready to make the pilgrimage.
On the road from Miskovitz to Horshan, there is a cross. It was built by Franta, a farmer who punished his stable boys so cruelly that he tortured him to death. He wanted to ease his conscience, but God let him go mad anyway. Pray for the souls of the two wretches. Atone for your sins.
What penance do you give me?
Say the Lord's Prayer and ask the Lord for forgiveness.
Time to go.
That's right.
I'd like to atone for my sins, Father.
You've already embarked on one pilgrimage.
I'd like to...
You've already... God be with you.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you.
You should... Hey! You're not allowed here. You nightcrawler.
All right. This is sharp enough as it is. Show me your wares. Let's talk about the price.
Very well. Finally, a reasonable sum. Thank you. Day to...
I don't mean to be rude, but I heard from Grosh the innkeeper you got into a fight with Tomlin from Horshan over a woman.
Look, stay out of my shit. Go and pester somebody else, you hear?
I was just wondering what it was all about.
I don't give a fuck what you're wondering. Kona will tell you if she has a mind to. But if you're here to spread gossip about us, I'll stuff your nosy face in the forge.
Rumour has it you have a very skilled apprentice.
Matthias? That's right. The lad has got a God-given talent. Just look at this dagger he made me. Have you ever seen such fine work?
Pretty good work. For a village blacksmith. I expected worse.
Village blacksmith? What are you yammering about, you horse face? You've never seen anything so fine in your entire life.
Calm down. I'm telling you, I've been forging daggers like this with my father since I was a young lad.
Know what, you master of masters? I bet my apprentice is a better blacksmith than you. What do you say?
How would a bet like that work?
You'll give me a few groschen as a deposit and forge a hunting sword. Matthias is just working on one now. And if you forge a better one, you'll get both swords and I'll give you back twice as many groschen.
And of course, you'll be the judge, right?
Well, of course. But I'll decide fairly, don't you worry.
And what if my sword isn't better?
Then you lose and I keep the groschen. What else? Am I supposed to stick them up my arse? Do you take the bet or not?
I accept. I'll knock you down a peg and make some money while I'm at it.
You haven't won yet, Master Blacksmith.
Greetings, friend.
Oh, they.
This is almost done. Oh, finally.
You're in a foul temper today, aren't you? And the women folk are pissed off.
Aye, and
That's impossible.
not only is it possible, it's happening.
No, I mean the bit about shagging the nuns. Sedlets is monks only.
Wait. Do you
Oh,
think...
you
God.
booch.
No, that's not... Right. Hey, look, let's just drop it for one. There's something you'll regret.
I brought you the hunting sword.
Aye, I saw you work. You shouldn't hunch over the anvil so much. Your back will ache when you're as old as I am.
Right. Thanks for the advice. Can we get on with our bet?
All right, all right. Wait here. I'll go and fetch Matthias, and we'll see which one of you is the better blacksmith. Well then, let's see what you made.
Feast your eyes.
What about you, Matthias?
Here it is, Master.
Let's see here. That's impossible. possible? Such balance. I'm sorry, Matthias, but his sword is better.
What?
Listen, lad. You're wasting your talent here. If you're ever in Kuttenberg, ask for Nicholas Crondell. He's the best armorsmith in the region. He might take you on as his apprentice.
Thanks for the advice. But where's my prize?
Here's your money.
Thank you kindly, master. And you, give me the sword.
What? Forget it. That blade of yours will fall apart any moment anyway. It may look nice, but if we're fighting with them, I'd slice you to ribbons.
Take a good look at me, you yokel. You really want to fight me? You might end up losing your head as well as your sword.
All right, calm down, mate.
We don't want any trouble.
I knew I must have misheard you. You said you were giving me your sword, and with pleasure, didn't you?
You can shove it for all I care.
A good day to you, too. And if you ever feel like holding another contest like this, I'd love to take part.
I reckon the harvest will be good this year.
I need to sharpen this.
I think so. But who knows what the summer will bring? What with the bloody war and everything. I'll be happy if there's anything to harvest at all.
We have to...
Show me. Let's talk about the price.
Very well. Finally, a reasonable sum. I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
He's always threatening to leave everything to the church if I don't go and see him.
Aye. Once old folks start...
Look,
Do it!
Fuck! I'll kill you! Clip that!
I'm all yours. Got you whore son. No chance. Too slow. Take that fucker out. Damn it.
You fight like an old hag.
No, you don't.
Christ! My head!
But thank you. Really, thank you.
You're lucky I was just passing by.
The luckiest thing that's ever happened to me. Here, take this. A keepsake. And thank you again.
Mutt! Here, Mutt!
Fuck. He's run off.
Go! Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
Go!
Whoa!
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad so far.
Good day, sir.
What's new around here, blacksmith?
That soldier who recently offered us work comes to mind. He was looking for a blacksmith and saying some pretty suspicious things. I don't want to get involved with any soldiers from Sigismund's camp, but if you really need money, try going to see him. Alas, that's all I know.
All right, thank you. I'll look into it. What's new?
Nothing much. If you're looking...
I'll have a look at the...
Oh, well, what can you do? Farewell, then.
Damn job. Only I had someone to give me a hand here. God be with you, sir. See you later.